Hi Nuno, how are you?
Percy. You're good.
Well, so many positives to talk about today, but I will start on a negative just quickly because team news-wise, Ola Aina had to go off on Tuesday. What can you tell us about his injury?
So he did already the scan. Is going to be out. He's going to be not available.
That's a big blow, isn't it, to lose him at this stage of the season?
A big one, yeah.
What does he bring to the team? What will you miss with him?
His quality, his talent, the routines that he already have with his teammates. We're going to miss him.
Can you tell us what injury exactly it is?
Yeah, it's a problem on the calf.
Okay. Chris Wood, how about him? Could he be back available this weekend?
Assessing. He's like I've been telling you, he's going to be day by day. So hopefully tomorrow better, and he continues to improve.
And Callum Hudson-Odoi was missing, I understand, for personal reasons.
Yeah, he's going to be available for this game. Yeah,
okay.
He's going to be okay.
Well, reflecting back on Tuesday, obviously the headlines made by Anthony Elanga and that goal. He's always had the speed, but what has he added to his game this season? How has he developed to be able to score a goal like that?
I think he's improving. He's improving. Basically because he's been able to play game after game, and create more and better routines and complicities with teammates that recognize his ability, his pace. But in this particular goal was all him. It was credit to him. This capacity to drive with the ball and keep increasing the speed at the same time, controlling and taking the opponents out of the way. It's magnificent.
A great goal from him, and you said after the game it was really all about heart. That win. We saw the blocks, the clearances from Ryan Yates. We saw the goal line clearance from Murillo. How important will that heart be for the rest of the season in your challenge to make the Champions League?
It's been our foundation. It's been our foundation since the beginning. The togetherness, the realizing that together we are stronger. Together we can help each other. Together we are able to compete well. So we have to keep it.
We see the sort of images, the videos afterwards in the dressing room. The team spirit looks second to none. The dancing, we've seen you get involved sometimes with that. Have you ever been involved with a club that's got such a good, positive, happy vibe about it?
Each club has their own circumstances. I consider that it's always nice to work in a nice and good atmosphere, that we are being able to spend time with us and create more than our professional obligations, really good bonds of friendship. But each club that I've been, I always try to be this way. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not, and it's been good. Results help, and we can see in the pitch that the boys are together. Is
it something you can work on? Is it something you can build, or is it just a natural?
No, I think it's natural. In our life and in time, there are moments that special people get together in special moments. I think this is one of those.
The last time you played Aston Villa, you beat them 2-1 at the City Ground. They had a big January. They added a number of players, including Marcus Rashford and Marco Asensio, who really seem to have hit some form. Do you think that they are a much bigger attacking threat this time around?
They are a very good team. Even before January, I think the January window, they reinforced and balanced the squad. But even before, since the beginning, since Unai joined, they've been improving and getting a really good squad of players with talent and quality.
How do you kind of combat them? How do you need to set up? What do you need to do to make sure you come out on top?
I don't know.
Not giving away those secrets.
No, it's honestly. We'll try based on the things that we do well.
After that game on Tuesday, the Optus supercomputer gave Nottingham Forest a 93.3% chance of making the Champions League this season. How do you rate your chances? Would you say it's that good?
No, we have to play. We're not going to change. I'm thinking about today, tomorrow, preparing well the boys and the team so we can compete well against Villa. It's the same. The predictions don't dictate our decisions.
And in terms of that league table, are you more kind of looking up, thinking, well, a win and we can be 1 point behind second with Arsenal kind of playing later, or are you looking over your shoulders still at the teams trying to catch you?
I don't look. It's what we have to do in these moments and in all the moments. The table is not the reference. The reference is how we can perform. We have problems, how to find solutions, players, schedule, momentum, opponent. All these things are what comes to our mind.
Thank you, Nuno.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kirsty. Damien.
Thank you. Can I just confirm, you said that Hudson-Odoi is available?
Yes.
How much of a lift is that for you?
It's a big one. We missed him the previous game. He's going to be good. He's been huge for us.
And with Aina out, what sort of selection dilemmas do you pose, particularly at the back this weekend?
No, all out. Other problems that we're going to have, that we're going to try and find solutions. The absence of Ola is one big one that we're gonna miss him, but we have to find.
The season you've had in the FA Cup semi-final and in the Champions League places currently, is this the best season you can remember as a manager?
I think in the end it's a moment to do the real balance and the real analysis. Now we are in the competition, enjoying the journey, working as hard as we can to compete as better as we can.
Thank you.
Ian.
Hi Nuno, how are you?
Hello.
Nice to see you. You were just asked then about whether or not this is the best season you ever had as a manager. I'm not going to repeat the question, but what I would like to ask is, what have you done to make this such a great season, you personally?
No, it's not about me. I think, like I mentioned, there are moments in our lives, in our careers, that special people get together in special moments that are able to create bond, create at the same time complicities and versatilities, players that just accommodate to each other so things flow.
But when managers are under pressure, we ask about them and how they're coping with that pressure. What's the pressure like when you're third in the table and in an FA Cup semi-final? Is there any pressure on you?
The pressure is not the table. The pressure is the obligation to improve, the commitment to do things well, the commitment of keeping competing and performing and working without conflicts, helping each other, looking for the solutions. This is what I consider what is important. No, the pressure is going to be there always, you know that.
Because there are players who are playing right now to the absolute maximum and best in all parts of the team, right through, having the seasons of their life, and then there must be something you've done, or must be some confidence you've given them to allow them to express themselves in this way.
I think our job is to try and create a platform, the right platform for the players to compete and to work and improve. I think this is our major concern, our major job, is to create this platform based on what? Good propositions of training sessions, allow them to recover good, preparing well the game, trying to give as much details as they can, avoid conflict, work in a happy environment. This is what we as coaching staff do. Then the players go and do and beat their records and improve their game, enjoy that football, win, lose, draw, no matter, but always as a team. This is, I think, is our major job.
And how much are you personally enjoying the season? When
A lot.
When you go home, I don't know what you do at home, but when you go home, how much do you sit there? I don't know if you drink wine or tea or what have you. Do you sit there and think back on your day and on the last few games and with some sort of enjoyment? Yeah.
Of course, there are days that are good and we are happy and we drink a glass of wine. There are days that we are not so happy, then we didn't drink tea to go to bed.
Last one, you mentioned a little bit earlier about the spirit and the vibe being the foundation of maybe what's gone on this season. It's very hard sometimes to get that spirit, but with the recruitment of the players you've got and what you're doing on the training ground, is that how you've managed to install this great spirit and this great vibe this season?
Even before we arrived, when we joined, we found a group of players that, as a club, we were in problems. We had problems, but I think Steve left that legacy of good environment and good atmosphere. This is what we found. We just had to try and continue improving, and like I said, creating better platform, better facilities, so the players are more time together. We just try to continue what we found.